here, and City have themselves the platform. City 1, United 2, Jeremy Doku with 2.5 minutes of 90. It's City 1, United 2.
Manchester City fans will not want to hear this sound, but just have to play it. That was what played out at Wembley Stadium in the final of the English FA Cup in the Manchester Derby. With that, we welcome you to Extra Time. My name is OLADAPO OKUNUBI. This is where we talk everything football, from the local to the foreign scene, every Monday evening. And you're welcome to the show. Well, more updates coming on your way this evening, where we look at updates talking about Chelsea. New updates has in that Unai Emery assigned a new 5-year deal at Aston Villa. As well, Jude Bellingham has been talking ahead of the UEFA Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund. And remember, for Carlo Ancelotti is also speaking. Well, for Xavi Hernandez, he's already talking about Robert Lewandowski, João Felix, Cancelo, and Victor Roque may be leaving the club Barcelona. Remember, you can be part of the show this evening. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. YouTube channel, Solutions 939 FM. Let us have your take this evening. Remember, this is Solutions 93.9 FM on your radio set. All right, now let's start from the local scene this evening, where we look at some football stories, where Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has expressed his delight to be back in the senior national team ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against South Africa and Benin Republic, respectively. Okoye, who has been outstanding for Udinese in the just concluded Serie A season, was named among the 22 other players for the big games by Super Eagles head coach Finidi George. Recall, since he received an invitation to play in international friendlies against Saudi Arabia and Mozambique in October of last year, Okoye has not been called up for national team duty. However, speaking with the club's official website after Udinese's win over Frosinone, the Nigerian international stated it was an honor to play for the Super Eagles. It will always be an honor. Alright, so now let us move away from Nigeria and look at more updates away from Nigeria, where a Spanish judge has ordered ruling bodies, FIFA and UEFA, to halt their opposition to a parallel European competition known as European Super League ESL, ruling they were practicing anti-competitive behavior and abusing their dominant position. Judge Sofia Gil Garcia ruled that the governing bodies violated European Union law by banning clubs from participating in a proposed new professional championship, a court statement said today. In the ruling, Gil Garcia also ordered FIFA and UEFA to immediately reverse any anti-competitive action committed in the past. The case was brought by A22 Sport Management, the sport development company behind the plan to create ESL, against the Spanish Soccer Federation, Spain's La Liga, UEFA, and FIFA, who had blocked the ESL. Now, moving on this evening, let us talk about the UEFA Champions League preparations coming from different sides, most especially what the players are up to. Is it more of a UEFA Champions League final for Jude Bellingham, and that can also spur him to go all the way to Euros and help his team, the Three Lions of England, conquer Europe? If this will be better, let us see how we can move to the final and do better.
Move from side to side, bounce and back, we could do all night. Up Nepa, be online. Tell them to move and dance all night. Oh, we could bake all night. Shine yo, we could feel alright. Many money coming, so we could day alright. Yeah, we could feel alright. Shine yo, home sick all night. Get the money from the man, crash the event as the life of the party. Shaped like a pyramid diamond, based on the catalog, what I'm on. And I got a girl with a big Whatever the bed do now inside boxing box. Pull up with the bank, put your bags in front. Your girlfriend wanna toss me toss. Oh fella me, oh fella cuss in box. But I don't like wahala, oh. I dey find money in a paper, oh. They ginger this, oh. They ginger this nigga, oh. I don't like wahala, oh. I dey find money in a paper, oh. They ginger this nigga, oh. They ginger this nigga, oh. Move from side to side, bounce and back, we do all night. Up never be online. Tell them to move and dance all night. Oh, we go bake all night. Shy yo, we go feel alright. Many money coming, so we go day alright. Yeah, we go feel alright. Shy yo, hope to all night. Get the money from the man. Crash the event as the life of the party. Oh yeah, break your leg, bend your back, move like this, move like that. Feel the bang, I'm on no lose guard. Ginger yourself, make you find the bar. Send my cut, no quanta. How we go be, it no matter. Life is a sea, plenty fanta, fantasy. But I don't like wahala, oh. I dey find money in a paper, oh. They ginger this, oh. They ginger this nigga, oh. I don't like wahala, oh. I dey find money in a paper, oh. They ginger this.
6:39 from Solutions 939 FM. Bad Boy teams a move, and well, the move for Jude Bellingham to Real Madrid may be the move that has been signified as one of the best moves for an English player in the history, most especially going to Spain from Bundesliga. Now, Jude Bellingham has said that the Champions League final is a game he has dreamt of all his life as he prepares to star for Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund in Saturday's showpiece at Wembley Stadium. Bellingham has already enjoyed a hugely successful debut season in Spain, scoring 19 goals to help fire Madrid to La Liga title. The England midfielder will face the former club Dortmund in London, having joined Madrid last summer after 3 seasons in the Bundesliga side. Bellingham has made 10 Champions League appearances for Madrid this season, scoring 4 goals, although he hasn't found a net since the group stage. Now, talking about the manager of that side, Carlo Ancelotti, one of the most successful managers in the UEFA Champions League, even in Europe. Carlo Ancelotti said Real Madrid are in the Champions League mode ahead of their final clash with Borussia Dortmund at Wembley Stadium on Saturday. Maybe a lot of fans will be backing Jude Bellingham this time around. Remember, this final is going home to England, Wembley Stadium. And well, for coach Carlo Ancelotti, he has managed Chelsea, managed Everton right there in England. Okay, well, remember, Madrid played their last La Liga game of the season on Saturday, goalless with Real Betis, having wrapped up the league title weeks earlier, and now have the next few days to prepare for the Champions League final. The Spanish Giants are the most successful team in Europe Cup history, winning the competition 14 times, including 5 in the last decade. Now, Ancelotti has refused to confirm that back from injury, Thibaut Courtois would start the final in goal ahead of Andrea Lenin. The Italian coach said midfielder Toni Kroos, who announced his retirement last week, doesn't need another trophy to be remembered as a club legend. Okay, now let's talk about Xavi Hernandez this evening. Well, Xavi Hernandez wanted to move on Robert Lewandowski, João Felix, João Cancelo, and Victor Roque if he stayed on as a Barcelona coach. According to reports, Xavi was fired by Barcelona last week and took charge of his final game on Sunday. 2-1 win over Sevilla as the Catalan side ended the season second in La Liga and trophyless. However, reporter has it that prior to his dismissal, he had radical plans to overhaul the squad this summer, especially in attack. The coach wanted to freshen things up by getting rid of top goal scorer Robert Lewandowski, Luis Felix, and Cancelo, and January signing Roque. Maybe part of the reasons some decisions were taken, right? Lewandowski, 35, still has 2 years to run on a 4-year contract, although the final year is dependent on him playing a certain number of games next season. The Polish striker, who has scored 59 goals in 95 appearances and signing from Bayern Munich in 2022, spoke last week of his desire to remain at the Catalan club. Now for João Felix is due to return to Atletico Madrid and Cancelo to Manchester City. Both could return to Barcelona this summer, although sources have told journalists that Xavi was not keen on resigning either. Now, after making a strong start to his loan spell, Felix ended the season out of the team. He scored 10 goals in his 44 appearances. Cancelo was an ever-present under Xavi when available, but sources told reporters the coach was also happy for the Portugal international to return to City. Now, Mendes' power at Barcelona also extends to several other players at the club, including Lamine Yamal, Alejandro Balde, and Ansu Fati. So let's see what the new manager will be bringing on board in Barcelona, where things may be changing a bit, because for Robert Lewandowski, he has worked under the manager that is coming on board right there in Barcelona. And if you want to know more about Robert Lewandowski, maybe we can wait to see what he will also be bringing on board for Poland going to the Euro 2024 for Hansi Flick. Well, he's a manager that understands how to use the Polish striker. He delivered in Bayern for Hansi Flick. Alright, now let's move on the show this evening as we look at what is going down in Germany for Bundesliga relegation playoff. Düsseldorf versus Bochum. It is going to be the return leg, right? It is more about dollars, about money.
Top boy.
If you make a job, we'll make it there. You won't make a job, we'll make a leave you. You see in our life, make you know they play fair. If you know they get, nobody go give you. But where they worry, where they beat your mind. Money go answer the question. I see them is another thing, give you truth or lies. Answer the question. Don't make a no way to go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go down and do for the dollar. Oh my baby, make a no way to go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go down and do for the dollar. Oh my baby, oh Lord of mercy, please talk to mercy for me. Cause you never follow crazy, yeah. But you know they be to wine, I do. See the backer, baby, see the backers. Tell me why you put it for the set. Caricature, make a caricature. Wait till you deserve. But where they worry, where they beat your mind. Money go answer the question. Cause you there is another thing, give you truth or lies. Answer the question. So make a no way you go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go down and do for the dollar. Oh my baby, make a no way you go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go down and do for the dollar. Oh my baby.
What you go do for the dollar? Me and my team, we full of ballers. You can't war with us, you can't call us. You can't stand with us, we stand tallest. I hear my smile for the gram. Snap, snap, smile for the cam. Don't slack, come make we dance. Front, back, this be your chance. Beat Nelly, tasty at me. Get busy at me. Shoot, waste at me. Swoop in your waist at me.
You go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go down and do for the dollar. Oh my baby, make a no way you go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go do for the dollar. Yeah. You go down and do for the dollar.
939 is the dial. Keep it 93.9.
The 2024 DFB Pokal final is the classic David versus Goliath showdown. Munich crowned German champions Bayer Leverkusen looking for a domestic double, but second-tier Kaiserslautern are standing in their way. The Red Devils of Kaiserslautern have won this trophy twice before, but have been battling relegation for most of the season. Can they produce a seismic shock in front of the DFB president, Bernd Neuendorf? Full stretch here, Kaiserslautern. Oh, what a strike! Granit Xhaka! He is making the extraordinary seam routine. It's his first ever goal in the DFB Pokal, and it was unstoppable. Beautifully placed. And after their disaster in Dublin, it's just what Leverkusen needed to settle their nerves. Seconds away from glory now, Leverkusen. Domestic domination! A first ever League and Cup double for Bayer Leverkusen. Agony for Funkel and Kaiserslautern, who gave so much. But when it comes to German football this term, Bayer have been all-conquering. A season beyond their wildest dreams. Bayer Leverkusen at the DFB Pokal to the Bundesliga title, and Xabi Alonso has delivered again.
All right, double kings right there in Germany. DFB Pokal title handed to Bayer Leverkusen after victory in that final over the weekend. Remember, they also won the German Bundesliga title. And for Victor Boniface, looking at his tweet after that victory, posted his picture with his national team brother, that is Nathan Teller, and says, "In it, boy. Natu, we carry for our first season." Okay now. Let's see what happens. The new season. Remember, most teams that come up with Cinderella stories going to the new season either struggling to maintain top 3, maintain top 5, or even struggle to avoid relegation. We saw what happened to Napoli. We saw what happened to Leicester City. I'm not trying to prophesy here, but let us see what the Barak boys can do. Most especially Boniface can help do with for Bayer Leverkusen going into the new season in the German Bundesliga. Let's look at more updates, most especially in Germany. Remember, Düsseldorf will be up against the Bochum in the return leg of the relegation playoff right there in the German Bundesliga. Düsseldorf against the Bochum. And you can never say never in football, but Fortuna Düsseldorf will enter the second leg of the relegation playoff tie with 1 foot already in the next season's Bundesliga after they produced a stunning display to win the opening clash 3-0 on Thursday. Anything can happen tonight. All right, now looking at our updates coming from other sides of the show this evening, talking about the Spanish La Liga side. Atletico Madrid, according to report, announced that they will return to using the club's 1947 crests from July 1 following widespread criticism of the updated badge. The Rojo Blanco decision to modernize the emblem in 2017 proved very unpopular, with nearly 78,000 of more than 138,000 club members voting last year to bring back the previous emblem. Now, for missing Greenwood has thanked the fans of Getafe in what appeared to be a goodbye message after spending the season on loan at the La Liga side. Greenwood joined Getafe on loan from United in September after a criminal investigation into the alleged attempt at rape that was closed by prosecutors. The question is, where will he be moving to? Is it MLS? Is it Italian Serie A? We'll wait. Now, Erik ten Hag believes he could still be fired by Manchester United despite winning the FA Cup. That's according to reports in England. Ten Hag led the team to a surprise 2-1 victory over Manchester City at Wembley Stadium in London on Saturday, but the Dutchman, who began a holiday on Sunday still in the dark about his future, remains concerned that he will be fired once club chiefs hold their end of the season review. Now, talking about Chelsea on the show this evening. Chelsea have approached the Leicester City for permission to speak to manager Enzo Maresca after identifying the Italian as the preferred candidate to succeed Mauricio Pochettino at Stamford Bridge. Madagascar 44 garnered Leicester to promotion back to the Premier League as winners of the championship in his first campaign in charge of the season, and his success has prompted Chelsea's owner to make a formal move to hire Pep Guardiola's former assistant at Manchester City. If I were to be a Chelsea fan or even a Chelsea player, I would say no. Arsenal hired Arteta. Remember, Arteta joined Arsenal after, working as an apprentice under Pep Guardiola. And what has Arteta won? All right, a final story here. Norwich is set to formally approach FC in Northland in the hope of appointing Johannes Thorop as the new head coach. Now, Thorop has emerged as Norwich's preferred candidate to succeed David Wagner. Norwich fired Wagner less than 24 hours after the championship playoff defeat by Leeds. All right, now this is where we drop the anchor on the show, but back to tomorrow morning on the Kickoff Sports Show. And shout out to OKUNUBI Inkosola for the Children's Day gifts. In short, I love you, right? Okay. You are still spending my money, but there's no problem. All right, catch you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. on the Kickoff Sports Show. Well, this is Bless Me by Davido. Do not go anywhere. Still Solutions 93.9 FM, because coming up next is Ile Ayela Bola.